Brian Couch, he's actually here silently present in our hangout, and we love him, and we personally learned so much from him, and we want to bring him out also to, let him take it away for closing our hangout, because he has lots of great things to share with you. Just take it away, Brian. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Dirk, and thanks, Muriel. Appreciate you guys for sharing. I got to hear a bit of TJ's story, and Robert in a cube too. And for me, it was like hearing about Hump Day and everyone just kind of living only for the weekend. It was kind of seeing the person ahead of me and where I was going in my job, hating his life. And, I just knew that I had to change, and I knew that I had to do something else. And luckily, I got around a group of really, really powerful, kind of a little bit crazy, but really, really powerful people that cared about me. And I believe that that's what you guys have with Kim and Dirk and Muriel and everyone on here. You guys have some people that actually care about you. And TJ said something really, really important. And this was something that I said back when I was working that job. And that was that I made the decision that I was going to do this forever. I made the decision that I was going to turn this into a lifestyle because, like Robert, I wanted to travel around the world. I wanted to live a lifestyle of freedom, because the job I had, I only had 1 week a year that I could actually travel. And one of those weeks, I went on a little Euro trip around Europe, and that it expanded your mind. They say traveling just expands your mind, and it makes you kind of, seeing people that come up from other backgrounds and seeing that like a third of the world has it nowhere near as good as I did just because I was born in Texas, But anyway, I saw that, I fell in love with it. And at my first event, the first event that I ever went to, they did this commission countdown, and they said, who here has made over $1 million in commissions? And this is way before we paid out $140 million to the field. And there were only a couple of millionaires now. I think we have like 15 or 16 now. But they came up there and they gave a speech. And each and every one of them, I could see where they came from. And little piece by piece, I started to believe that if it's possible for the people that I was watching, it's possible for me. And I just, I closer and closer to the stage, closer and closer to really believing that, this was what I was going to do. They start counting down. They said 900,000 and more people rush the stage. Who's made over $800,000 with this company? More people rush the stage. At one point, they get down to 100,000 people, and they can't fit more people on the stage. And they said, in your chairs, stand up if you've made over $100,000. And people are doing the insane happiness, just woo! They're going nuts, and I'm sitting down in my chair looking around like, I was in this nutritional company for a few months before, and it's, I went to 3 of their events, and it seemed like it was always the same people talking, and new people sitting in a chair every time because everybody would just quit and more would come in. And then they count all the way down to say, who here has made any money at all? And at the time, I'd like bought a solo ad or something that some co-op guy was selling. It was kind of sketchy and probably not a good idea, but it was the first time I ever actually made any money on the internet. So I had made like $100 or something like that. So when he said, if you've made any money at all, jump up out of your seat and go crazy. And I jump up out of the seat and I'm looking around, and I see like maybe 4 people in this stadium of like 2,500 people, a little bit smaller than it's going to be in Nashville because we're going to have 3,000 people in Nashville. But I see them all going nuts, just going crazy. And right then and there, I made that same decision that TJ did, that this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. This is what I'm going to do to replace my job income and travel the world and do the things that I want to do. And so fast forward 7 months from that decision, I was actually 1 month into my 3-month plan of doing what Robert did, fantasizing every day of firing my boss. And actually 1 month into my 3-month plan, about 10% of the company got laid off. And so luckily, I had maybe like a $3,000 or $4,000 month. And the one before that, I think I had like about a $2,000 or $3,000 month. And so I was like, all right, well, they what do they say? Like an eagle, they just kind of drop it and let them figure out how to fly on the way down. Maybe it's not an eagle, maybe it's a pterodactyl. I don't actually know. But I learned how to fly on the way down, right? I was put into the position where I had to make this work. And that's kind of a powerful position. It's really scary, but it was kind of powerful, So I look at the fact that I got laid off for the second time in my career after going to college and, getting my Texas A&M degree and my ring. I look at it as a gift. That company gave me a gift of like, you're not serving yourself. You're not serving others by being here at the stupid job any longer. We're going to let you go be free, except for they just said, we're going to let you go. But anyway, I did all that, and that was really, really awesome. So now looking back over the past 4 months, I went to Orlando, and I was up on stage there speaking. And from Orlando, I flew all the way around to the opposite side of the world in Melbourne, Australia. And from Melbourne, they do this cool thing where they like shut down half of the city, or a whole street down the city. And I did the slip and slide down like 4 blocks. So much fun. Had the time of my life meeting all these really cool Australians. I went up to Sydney. I went over to Byron Bay. I went to this national forest, and I stayed with Terry Nicholson. I don't know if y'all know her, but singer-songwriter. She got using some of the and the idea and the things that we teach. She was able to get her album to #1 on Amazon in 24 hours, and I think that made like $9,000 for her, something like that. She's a folk singer in a day. Imagine a $9,000 day. I've actually only had like a $7,800 day when I made some all-in sales. But that's pretty cool, right? When that happens, it kind of stretches your mind a little bit. But anyway, guys, I wanted to world travel, right? So since that event, I went all around Australia, and then I went over to Panama for about a week, and then I just got into Miami, and we had that event. Who here was on the live stream? Y'all watch the live stream? Okay, so about 2/3 of you guys. Okay, really, really cool stuff. William Wood, he laid out some incredible things. In fact, I bought that coaching package that he gave. $1,000, and for the next three months, we're going to be meeting every 2 weeks, and he's going to be kind of helping us break through. So I think that this is like the most incredible time to be a part of Empower Network. And if you don't have your event tickets, do yourself a favor, and if you're really going to do this, if you're really serious about it, do whatever it takes to get there. Because before that, I had just kind of been watching, and I've been tinkering with stuff, and I had been messing with things, and I was playing small. I was playing small in life. And getting to that event, I think logically I believed it. I believed that there were people making all this money, that, I hear this crazy story of somebody who just come from nothing, like Jamie, who was a chef, and then just got all in and started working his ass off, and then he hit gold on the live stream. Jaime, right, from Puerto Rico. But I started to, logically I believed it, but I think unconsciously something had still held on, because I was stuck in my small little world of this is what's possible. And getting around those people and actually getting to the event, like, while this is really powerful and you can see a lot of things here, but getting there and hugging them in person and seeing, just kind of the emotional side of it, I guess, and the breakthroughs and all the things that you're going to learn there, it really did raise my belief in what was possible. And ultimately, that's kind of the critical thing that made it real, made it really, really real for me that, I was able to do this, and that I can help other people do the same thing. So thanks again for having me out, guys. If everyone here, this is a one-time offer. If you guys are here, wait, real quick, who has their tickets already to the event? Okay, that's almost everybody. Well, damn. All right, so if you don't, and even if you do, so everyone here on this call right now, on this hangout, this Zoom hangout, if you guys see me in Nashville, pull me aside and let's make a video together. All right, I want to make a video with everyone in this room. So
I want a video with you.
We want a video with you.
I can't wait, Dirk and Muriel. Y'all's videos are so exciting, so much fun. Yeah, sometimes I get too serious because I got like a computer science degree, and so like I'm real analytical about stuff. You guys just like giggle and have fun, and you're like faces touching each other while you're talking, and I just want to join every single time. I love y'all's videos. And that goes for you two, Cassie and Roshan and Christian, who I can't see, and Beverly, and Lena, the faces I can't see right now, but you guys too. I want to make a video with y'all in Nashville.
Guys,
thanks for having me.
Brian,
you guys
just
are so awesome.
What's up? Brian is the right hand of Lawrence Stem. This is not okay. Everyone is like the same, but you gotta be with Brian. If you want to get to a higher level, get around Brian. He's been on stage, he's been doing great stuff. You can learn from him. We've learned from him. We hang out with him. It got us to another level. So thank you so much, Brian, for coming out here just without asking. You always have free to jump on our hangouts. Thank you for that offer, and thank you for your amazing story.
It's been my pleasure. You guys inspire me. You guys are great.